Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. We're out here in Henderson today in the heart of Green Valley, and I have an amazing home to show you right here behind me. Just hit the market, single story home for sale with the most remarkable views. Wait till you see out back. Not only that, a few features in this home I've never seen before in any home, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss a second of this one. This home is listed for only $528,000. We're right here in the heart of Green Valley, 89012. We have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home here. And yeah, single story, 1,598 square feet. I can't wait to show you inside. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. You're gonna love this one. Follow me. All right, here we are, single story home for sale with the most amazing views. We actually are looking over the golf course. You can see the mountains, just remarkable on this elevated lot. I can't wait to show you that later. You don't want to miss a minute of this tour. Some very unique features in this home I will point out later as well. But you can see around the neighborhood here, we're in Sun City MacDonald Ranch. And yeah, just beautiful mountain views. I love this part of town. It is gorgeous. All single story homes. It is a 55+ community. Of course, you're going to get all the amenities there of Sun City MacDonald Ranch. You have Desert Willow Golf Course right across the street here. It is a golf cart permissible community. We do have a fenced-in backyard, and you can kind of just see a little glimpse here of how open that backyard is. It is remarkable. 2-car garage. Listed for only $528,000. This might just be the perfect home for you. And if you're someone who doesn't want that typical backyard of what we see all across America, where you're basically looking at a wall or looking at your neighbor's house, this is definitely an option for you. We have the flat tile roof. You can see solar screens, as well as a screen door here. Covered entry on those rare couple days a year when it does rain in Las Vegas. You can have this covered entry, keep you dry, keep your packages dry. You can see plantation shutters throughout the home. But let's go inside and take a look. This is quite a deal here. It's not gonna last long. This price, this location, make sure you call me today. So we walk inside. You have this rustic looking tile in great shape, and this tile just stands the test of time. Has built-in aging there, so just feels vintage. Little cutout in the wall here. We have white on white. Smells like fresh paint, looks like fresh paint. Coat closet here immediately off to the side as we enter. And then of course the plantation shutters. Are they wood? Are they vinyl? These are wood. The way I can tell is I just feel the side of the actual blind here. And if you feel the roughness, then it's wood. If it feels smooth and feels plasticky, then they're vinyl. There's pros and cons to each. Of course, we have our light switch here for the 55+ community. Flip this on, it starts flashing your front light. Of course, more effective at night, but it alerts to the neighbors that something's wrong. So in an emergency situation, hit that switch. Someone should come to your door and see what's going on here. Now we do have a very high-end low pile carpet. It is a little bit dated, as much of the home, but the home is turnkey, pristine as far as cleanliness and ready to move in. Obviously some updates if you want to modernize the home. Big front bedroom here. We have the mirrored glass doors. And yeah, just everything is ready to go. You can just bring your stuff and move right in. But the real selling point to this home outside of the neighborhood and the location in town here is that backyard and that view. I like the little cutout here, almost like a bay window cutout. And just so you know, Sun City MacDonald Ranch sits right off of Horizon Ridge Parkway. We're between Green Valley Parkway and Valle Verde. It's about 5 minutes to the 215 freeway, 5 minutes to the district at Green Valley Ranch, 5 minutes to Lee's Family Forum. A lot of amenities here. And we're right down the hill from these multi-million-dollar homes in Roma Hills, Ascaya, and McDonald Highlands. So again, you can see everything original in this home, but pristine. We have the single piece fiberglass sink and countertop combo, the light that just stands the test of time. And then I love that this is a single piece fiberglass shub tower. Wow, I really messed that up. Tub shower combo here. It's almost like I was reading and I read it wrong, but yeah, my brain got twisted there. Tub shower combo in fiberglass, and kind of an interesting back plate there. Looks like that's been changed at some point in time. But again, just pristine clean here on everything. And then I love this feature of the home here. This is going to be the third bedroom set up as an office currently. Now, if you watch the channel, you know I talk about this quite a bit, but technically you don't need a closet anymore to be considered a bedroom. All you need is an egress or an openable window, and then you need a door that closes, and it's not a pass-through or corridor room, meaning a door on the other side to get to another room that you can only access through there. So technically this is a bedroom, but definitely set up as the office with the double doors. And then you kind of have this cutout here where you could have your desk. Now, if you wanted to put a closet in, you could absolutely add a closet in there. Does make the room a little bit smaller, of course. I noticed on this home, the other two bedrooms have ceiling fans without the light. I find that very interesting considering there's no lights in the home. Of course, we do have the half hot here, the upside down outlet. One of those always hot, the other outlet controlled by the switch on the wall. But kind of interesting that there's no ceiling fans with lights. If you want to purchase this house today, I always think of something to throw in for my buyers. On this house being so clean and ready to move in, I will throw in 2 ceiling fans with the lights for you. You can pick those out and we'll get those installed for you, no problem. Make sure you have some nice bright bedrooms or office when you move in. We're going to have the family room to the right here, as well as the kitchen and the dining area. We also have a kitchen nook. So a lot of versatility in this home with how you can set up the spaces. Washer and dryer are going to be included with the purchase. We do have a pass-through laundry room. As we see a lot on these tours, washer and dryer are pulled out quite a bit from the wall, so those could be pushed back. Not that they're impeding your path here, but it would be nice to have them pushed back a little bit there. We have the GE washer, the GE profile dryer. That's a vintage model there. Some storage overhead. We do have a safety violation right here with this door. As you can see, the door is not self-closing. So as we know, all garage doors must be self-closing. You open it, it should close itself. The good news is there's an easy fix. When you see these hinges like that, that's a standard hinge. And then we have another hinge here. There's actually a spot for an Allen key on the top. You can tighten that hinge up so it will self-close. So very easy fix on that. It will be pointed out in the inspection. And I would always suggest that the homeowner just tighten that a little bit so it self-closes. Out into this garage. So right away, I love that we have the insulated garage door. We do have a lot of indoor garage storage, including this little workbench area here with a vintage light. That's pretty cool. Haven't seen that before. I told you there's a couple things in this home I've never seen before, and I'm going to point those out. I didn't even know about this light when I first said that. Some more of the solar screens here. Sometimes the owners will take those off just to allow more light in the home. Obviously, you can have those reinstalled if you like. Third power LiftMaster garage door. You have your Toro irrigation control up here. I love that they have the booklet for it just tacked onto the wall right next to it. Easy for the new buyer. Now, I love when I see this because it just gives you that feeling of homeowner care and that little detail and touch. And when I see stuff like this, I see how clean the home is. You just have the feeling that they've kept up with routine maintenance and they've really taken care of the home as they've lived here. Now, it looks like we do have a new pressure valve at some point in time. This will turn off all the water to the home. Of course, if it's parallel to the line, then it's on. Turn it perpendicular, turns off all the water to the entire home. So maybe you have a leak, you can't stop the water somewhere, just run out here, turn that off, shut off all the water to the home. And then this is going to be your pressure valve for the whole home. So if you need a little more water pressure, a little less, that's where you're going to adjust it. I recommend consulting a professional to adjust that if you don't know what you're doing, but looks to be a newer water valve. So that's nice to see. Again, homeowner maintenance, homeowner care, and the home really shows that here. We also have a water heater system over here. You'll notice all these insulated lines. Again, a nice little touch. Why let the water temperature change through the lines? Let's insulate those. Very inexpensive, nice to see. Everything we want to see here. Then of course your water softener loop as well. Good looking garage. You may have a little bit, I don't think it's taking up too much space, but these cabinets do take up just a tad bit of space on this side. You can see only one car was parked in here. So if you do have to have two cars in the garage, you may have to remove this section of cabinets. You might be able to fit two. I don't know. Depends on the car, depends on the driver. But enough with the garage. Let's head back inside and keep touring. So around to the left side here, we're going to have the kitchen nook, little dining area. So you could actually have a pretty decent sized table here. We are going to have the formal dining behind me as well. But yeah, that's a nice size space there. Of course, easy to update the lighting if you want to do that, but you could easily have a 4-person square or round table there, no problem. Then you have a little cutout on the side. Maybe you want to do a little server or something there on that side. We walk back through here. We're walking kind of through the family room. I like this cutout in the wall, kind of opening up this hallway. I think that gives a great sense of space. Also separates the hallway and kind of the entrance into the primary. If you imagine this wasn't here, which you could remove it, kind of be a dead space as far as the family room. So I do like that it kind of has its own entrance into that primary bedroom. We are going to have some storage over here to the side. And don't you dare mention wire racks. This home's only $528. I don't want to hear about the wire racks today. Thank you very much. I'm just kidding. Leave me your comments. I love to hear all of your comments, even if it's complaining about wire racks. Out here, one of those features I was talking about, we're going to see that in a moment. Very, very rare for Las Vegas. And then again, ceiling fan, no light, and no lights in the ceiling in general. Now, it is a single story home. You could have your contractor come out and do some canned lighting fairly easily because you have access to the space if you wanted to add that. But again, I'm throwing in 2 ceiling fans with lights with purchase here because I just like to give back. It's no secret. Realtors make a lot of money when they sell homes and you're spending a lot of money. So I have no problem. I always try to find a little something to throw in there with the purchase for you. Little bay window cutout. Insane views, just wait, insane views, but very large primary bedroom here. Love the space. Again, very high-end carpet. It is dated, but it is a very high-end, low-profile carpet or low-pile carpet. Half hot's gonna be here. Hold on a second, I gotta take this call. This person keeps calling me. Hi, this is Andrew. I'm sorry, who's this? Yeah, okay. What could I do for you? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of filming right now. Could I give you a call back in about 20 minutes? I did call this number back yesterday, but they told me I was calling the wrong number. So, yeah, I'm not sure. So what's your name then? Shire. Okay, yeah, I'll give you a call back in about 20 minutes if that works. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bye. Thanks. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. I normally don't take calls during the tour, but I get a lot of nonsense calls, first of all. My name and number's out there, so a lot of spam calls. That's why I kind of, if you ever call me and I'm a little bit, not standoffish, but I always ask like, who is this? What is this about right away? Because I get a lot of people wasting my time. They act like they're gonna, they're interested in a home or something, and then it turns around they're trying to sell me stuff. So if you hear me kind of approach you like that when you call, please don't be offended. I just have to get through the nonsense right away. This particular person has called me 3 times in 2 days. I called back yesterday and they said, oh, that wasn't us, must be the wrong number. And then they call again today. That's why I took the call, because I recognized the number. Anyways, back to the tour. I hope that didn't throw the tour off too much. I just wanted you to get a little glimpse into my real life here, what I deal with. Normally I put my phone on vibrate. Single piece fiberglass or composite countertop there. Sink and countertop combo. Beautiful transom lighting above I always call it the light that stands the test of time, because we see those in modern builds today. And then we have the skylight up here, bringing in some natural light. That's beautiful as well. And again, everything's dated, but super clean, ready to move in. Of course, you could do whatever you like to the property. This is not the original shower door. I would pretty much guarantee that. Looks like it's been updated. That's nice to see at some point. I mean, it's not like, new as in this last month. Little grab bar here, all fiberglass or composite as well. Probably not the original shower head either. Then we are gonna have a walk-in closet, and we have one of those special items coming up in just a moment here that I've never seen before, so get ready. It's not this closet. And again, I don't want to hear one word about wire racks in this video. But yeah, just a nice walk-in closet here. Plenty of space to hang clothes on these wire racks. I get it. But check this out. You've never seen this before. Going into the water closet, we have saloon doors, people. You actually have saloon doors. I want to like kick them open, but probably not appropriate. But yeah, look at this. Saloon doors for semi-privacy as you use the restroom here. And these are not grab bars. These are towel racks. Another interesting feature, double towel racks. But I mean, come on, saloon doors. I got to go to the restroom. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Oh, I did not mean to throw that. Moving on. I'm 2 for 2 breaking stuff. No, I didn't break anything. Look, the wall's perfectly fine. It was just loud. Anyways, what is that? Oh, could have probably come up with a better color felt tip for this, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know if brown is the best color, but it did protect the wall from my aggressive saloon door opening. But hey, I mean, aren't saloon doors meant to be kind of thrown open? But yeah, saloon doors in the water closet, added feature. I'm just having fun today. I hope you all enjoy the fact that I enjoy doing this so much. Okay, so another interesting feature we have in the family room, a built-in desk. So Don't see this maybe ever. We did have a full-on office room over there. This could have gone. But if you want a desk in your family room, it's already here and it's built in. Nice glass paneling, good looking wood. Yeah, I've never seen one of those in the actual family room. And on top of that, where does your TV go? Your TV would have to be on like this wall right here. This is an interesting room. If you're a TV person, I mean, you're gonna have to get a console and have the TV like cornered there. Yeah, let me know in the comments below, what are we doing with the TV in this room? I'm not a big TV watcher, but I like the option, so I like to have a TV in my family room. You know, sports and just occasional movie, things like that. Where do you put the TV? It's got to be this wall, but then your couch, do you corner it here and have your sectional? Let me know. I want to hear your ideas. I'll give you one kind of look at the room here so you can decide where you're going to put that TV. Maybe you just set your TV on the desk. I don't know. I don't know. I'm baffled. I can't really vision it. Now I almost wish this wall was closed off. So you put your TV there and you have your couch here. Anyways, let's move on. That is, wow, okay. Coming over here, I didn't turn on the dining light, did I? There we go. So you have a second kind of dining room, this one being a little bigger here. Almost the same size. This is going to be more of your formal dining, I guess. Again, a lot of things you could do with this home, a lot of versatility. You have the two-tier countertops here. Could put some stools here if you wanted. Of course, the plantation shutters. This home's all about the view and the neighborhood and the location, I'm telling you. Kind of interesting setup on some of these rooms. And then we're into the kitchen here. I was feeling what the countertops are made of. I think it's like a composite as well. I don't think that's granite. Do have the nice bull nose on it. Double basin Kohler porcelain sink. White appliances with the GE profile dishwasher. Then you have the GE 4-burner gas range self-cleaning oven. That's vintage as well. The GE Space Saver microwave. Probably have a vent out, and I'd probably be wrong. Plenty of cabinet storage. The cabinets, actually, the style seems like it works, you know? It's not too curvy, and it's a good color. I don't know if these are the original cabinets or not. I imagine they would have to be, but just kind of a timeless framing on these cabinet doors. Almost look like shaker style, almost, but not quite. The drawers are going to be just your standard rail drawers there. And then you are going to get this Whirlpool, pretty large refrigerator here, kind of the classic style will come with the purchase. And then your pantry storage here with pullouts. All right, thank you very much. They are wire basket pullouts. I know that triggers some people. I don't know why this one is, that's interesting. The pullouts don't pull out. I think if you see this little lip here, these are like behind the lip, so it stops it, but I'm sure there's a way to, I think you just got to pull it over that lip. Maybe it's like a locking mechanism. Anyways, does it for the kitchen there. Again, the home ready to move in. Yes, it is pretty vintage. But wait till you see what we're about to look at out back here. So another feature of this home that you rarely ever see is, I think in Florida they call these the lanai, but it's a built-in covered, screened-in patio here. And it's remarkably cool in here. I guess it is a cooler day. It has cooled off a bit. We have 2 ceiling fans. This all seems to be part of the structure of the home, but it's all screened in and just a really comfortable space. No bugs, keep you out of the heat a little bit, get these fans going. Okay, so it appears that they had the covered patio, kind of like the neighbors here, and then they closed it in with the screens in the walls. But it is a very comfortable, very cool space here. I like it a lot. But then the real star of the show is this view. So this was the fence we saw from the front. We do have a little built-in grill area here. Again, very, very vintage, turbo, barbecues galore. But look at this view. This is gorgeous. I love this. You could put a pool out here. This is like backyard of the week, but look at this. You have the iron railing so it doesn't interrupt your view, and it's very low. You could have pets. They won't be able to get out as long as they're not small enough to fit under that little gap there. But you're overlooking the golf course here. The beautiful mountain views. At night, all these homes light up all over the hill. We have these multi-million-dollar homes. And if you look right here, see if I can zoom in. So I can't really see what I'm looking at, but right around this area, if you look, that's Mark Davis's house, the owner of the Raiders. But yeah, just a gorgeous view, open sky, beautiful sunshine. This is Horizon Ridge Parkway here. Didn't hear any traffic from inside. So you do have a little bit of traffic. We have Desert Willow's golf course out here. But yeah, just a remarkable lot, remarkable view. You're elevated. All the landscape is taken care of by the golf course. Wow, just gorgeous. That's it for this tour. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. Thanks for watching. We had a little fun today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to get my free buyer's guide, you're relocating, scan this QR code. I'll send that out to you right away, and I'll give you a call. Just say hello. If you want to call me, my phone number is down in the corner there. I'd love to chat about your real estate needs, your goals. And that's it for this one, everyone. Thank you so much. I will see you on the next one.